Yeah, really good. I wish somebody had it. I think it would be easier than acting one out. All right. So I'm going to highlight some really important parts of this. The first word I'm going to highlight is optional. Go ahead and highlight the word optional if you have a highlighter. It's optional. Did everybody get one? You guys in the middle didn't get one? There should be extra.
What is the option?
Five extra credits.
Hey.
Okay. So let's talk about what optional means. So it's optional 100 points, which is a test grade. There will be one more test before the end of second quarter. But I like to once per semester give an alternate assessment. That's what it's called. So we do another project at the end of second semester, but so it's a test grade if you take part in it. If you don't, it'll just stay a star in focus. So you guys know it's not easy to get 100 on a test in here, but if you follow the project rubric, you'll get you get full credit. You get a chance to get 100 on a test. So last year I added this extra incentive, which is 5 points extra credit on the midterm exam. That's a really big deal. The midterm exam is 20% of your semester grade. So this will not only boost second quarter, but it boosts your semester exam grade if you choose to do it. So what you will do is it's a part of the review week for the midterm exam. You'll pick there's two options. One option is to pick a word problem in the book and you act it out. You bring it to life. So a lot of students pick like the sports questions. Last year there was one about golfing, and then there was one about soccer. They just went out to Blackstone and they kicked a soccer ball and they talked about the parabola, and they used the quadratic formula to solve like when the parabola hit the ground. But it's like two parts. You have to act out the word problem, and then you also have to show the work for solving it. So once students went into a Spanish classroom, if they were doing piecewise functions and they were talking about if they sell 30 t-shirts, the price is 15 per shirt, and if they sell 50 shirts, the price is 10 per shirt. I don't know if you remember that, but that was back in chapter 1. So they talked about it, and they were set up at a laptop, and they were talking about a Spanish club and how they were going to sell t-shirts. That was the word problem. And then they just went right up to the board in the Spanish classroom and solved the piecewise function. And then they were done. So you have to have some kind of a storyline that you're acting out, but you also have to show the work for the math problem. So I want to make it clear, it's not like a Khan Academy video where it's just like a teacher teaching a problem. It's a story. There's a story involved. Or you can do a music video. And there's tons of music videos on YouTube. The most popular ones with the quadratic formula. But you can change the lyrics for really any song to include any of these topics. There's a lot out there. So you can work with up to 3 partners. So that is a 4-person group, and you can work with students in other classes. When you're looking at the examples in the book, they can be used as a guideline, but change at least one number in it. So let's say the end of the problem was plus 10, make it plus 20. You can do all the same steps the book gives you. So I've done this for a long time, and every now and then I get a video turned in that's really well done. I love it, but the math isn't right, and I can't give them much credit. So in order to avoid that, I want you to turn in the math problem by December 6th on paper. So I will collect that paper and I will check the math to make sure it's right. So I can tell you, yes, this looks great, make your video. Okay? You can come in before this after school and say, hey, I need help coming up with a problem or whatever, and I'll help you. I just want to make sure that you don't make a video with the wrong guidelines. So turn in a piece of paper so I can approve it. And then it's due December 13th. I, for a long time, said you had to post it on YouTube. And if you didn't want it out there for public, you just click private and just share it with me. But last year it worked fine. People just sent the video, submitted it on Schoology. and my laptop opened it just fine. But if there are any tech issues, if I can't open it, I can't grade it. So the best way to make sure it can be opened is to put it on YouTube and just share the link. That can be opened from any device.
Are you gonna show these videos like in class?
Yes, the goal is to show them in class because it's a part of the review week, and then I don't have to go over every topic like the topics reviewed in the video. However, I've just been given extra credit for that, like extra credit. It's funny, I started this project before Snapchat was invented, before TikTok was invented, and to see you guys just become more and more fearful of sharing projects has been hard as a teacher. Before those things were out there, everyone participated. It was really fun, funny, and we'd show the videos and people would laugh about it or they'd say good job and then everybody moved on. But more and more recently, you guys are scared to put videos up in the class. Like, and I don't understand. You're more relevant on social media. You know how to edit and things like that. So just so you know, it's supposed to be a positive experience. Don't get scared about showing your video. For people who let me show it to every class all day, give them extra credit.
How long have you been teaching for?
It's been a long time. It's fun.
So it says you can work with students in the same classes.
Yeah.
I really want to work with students that have like taken your class in the past.
Yes, that's a really good idea. If you know someone who's taken a class before, they've seen the videos, they have ideas. I also say sometimes it's best to work alone. Like getting together in a group chat and getting everyone together at the same time can be tough. So if I were you, this is just my style. I would do it at home over break. I would get my brother, my sister, my neighbor, my mom to video it, and I just do it myself and turn it in. You don't have to work with people. And I see students with great intentions relying on people in their group to be leaders and get them together, and then those videos don't get done. So just make sure when you choose partners that you guys have a plan to get it done. Okay. Also, if there's 4 people in the group, not everybody has to be in the video. Maybe you bring in one person who is really, really good at math, and they'll be like, yeah, I'll set up your problem for you and make sure you have it right. And then you know someone who's good at editing videos, they don't have to be in it, they can just do the editing. And then 2 people can be in the video. Not everybody has to be in the video. You split it up with your own abilities. Okay. So, if you typically get close to 100s on the test, the optional points won't really influence your grade that much. But you might like these extra credit midterm points. But if that is you, if you're doing really well in the class, still participate, help a group out, help them do it. So here's all the topics. I don't want everyone doing a video on the same topic, so you have to sign up. The sign up sheet's over there. Last year, 2 years ago, someone picked 1.1, which was function families, and they went over to Blackstone Park, and they said like absolute value functions are V shapes, and then they just like went to the playground and they videoed everything that looked like a V shape on the playground, and then they said linear functions are straight lines, and then they showed straight lines on the playground. Quadratic functions are parabolas, and look for U shapes. And they put music behind it. It was really cute. So you might have to look up the online book to know all these topics since you don't have all those pages with you. But remember, some of these are not that challenging if you're thinking about what to sign up for. Let's go to the rubric. For full credit, your math needs to be correct, and that's why I want to check it before you do it. If you're confident, you can move forward. You have to show the work and the problem visually, and you have to explain it out loud. Okay? It also has to have a storyline. So you have to put time into the presentation. It has to hold the audience attention. If you can't hear the people in the video, re-record it. If you can't see the math, it's blurry, re-record it. Okay, don't turn it in if we can't hear it or see it, and you can't follow along. Okay, and then it should be over 2 minutes, which usually is not an issue. If someone's having a hard time getting to 2 minutes, they add in bloopers or they do like a credit reel, something like And then there's your 100 points. Any more questions? Okay, you can turn in your project early. You want to make sure that it gets full credit. All right, let's go back to long division then. Yeah. If I were you, I would just get on the online book. Maybe I'll give everyone time tomorrow. Flip through the chapters, find a word problem that you remember doing. All I can think of is the diving word problem. There was a scuba diving problem. There was a revenue and profit problem that's easy. So like act out. Someone did. They put their dad in it, and their dad was a car salesman. That was a cool one. The ones with parents are always funny. The revenue and profit functions that we did. I think we did a word problem about revenue for the ant. Airplanes flying. Just go outside, look at the airplane. Did I mention that someone once did one with Legos? Someone did one with their pet dog, walking their dog around the block. But I think Minecraft would be easy. Because you can build something in Minecraft. Someone once did like a country quadratic formula song. Alright, I did need to put a 0 in this problem. It has x to the 4th, and then it jumps right to x squared. So I put in a 0, x to the 3rd. And now the problem is set up and ready to go. Has everyone had a chance to start it? Okay. Alright, so I want to make x squared have the same exponent as this one. It needs to be x to the 4th. So I need x squared up top. X squared times x squared is x to the 4th. X squared times a negative x is a negative x to the 3rd. X squared times 1. And then you subtract. Okay. And everything's lined up because of the 0. I have a 4th over a 4th, a 3rd over a 3rd, and a squared over a squared. Alright, 2 minus 1 is 1x squared. 0 minus the negative is really addition, so that's a positive x to the 3rd. And then x to the 4th minus x to the 4th cancels. Bring down the minus x. Start it over. How do I make x squared look like x to the 3rd? Multiply an x in there. X times x squared, x to the 3rd, minus x squared plus x. Subtract down. I'm seeing a lot of students mess up right here. Negative x minus x is a negative 2x. X squared minus a negative, that's really addition. So this is really x squared plus x squared is 2x squared. Bring down the 5. And I think I'm on my last go through. And the reason I think that is because I have x squared here and x squared here. All right, this time I need to multiply a 2 through. 2x squared minus 2x plus 2. Subtract. 5 minus 2 is 3. Negative 2x plus 2x cancels. And 2 minus 2 cancels. So 3 is our remainder. Anybody get remainder 3? Nice, you guys. Very good. All right, so here's the quotient. What's written up there? And then I put the 3 over the divisor. And there it is, another long division problem done. So it's probably the last one I'm going to get through step by step. Let's look at yesterday's assignment. Actually, there's one more ballot question. Go to 4.3 and find this word synthetic division. Does anybody know what the word synthetic means? I think it's also like blended. There's like synthetic polyester, which is like polyester and cotton. Someone last class said fabricated, which I think is a great word, synonym for synthetic. Is it? Somebody Google it. Someone wants to Google it, you can. So anyway, today we're going to learn a shortcut. The shortcut doesn't work for all problems, but there is a shortcut to long division. And once you get the hang of it, it's very quick. It's much quicker than that. And the shortcut is called synthetic division. Do I have time? You know, I was trying to look up last year's videos. I need the people to share them with me again. If you know anybody who had videos last year, ask them to share them with me. And I didn't want to put the word division in there. I meant to write definition. Made by chemical synthesis to imitate a natural product. It's something about the imitation. Having truth or falsity determinable by recourse or experience. A textile fabric. Anyway, I think people call the synthetic division process synthetic because it works, and it works. We don't really justify why it works. It just works. The shortcut. I didn't do synthetic division when I was in school. You guys did the shortcut. And this is the only definition your book asks for: a shortcut for dividing polynomials by binomials. So you can't use the shortcut on this one because this is a trinomial. It only works when it's a two-term divisor. But as far as that goes, it's done much more quickly than long division. The reason is in the process you don't even write x. You just use the numbers in the problem. All right, so the first thing you do in synthetic division, I'm going to go through this whole example too here in chapter 4.3, is you take that divisor, you set it equal to 0, and you solve it. And so we get x equals 3 here. And that number goes set up outside this box. It's like an upside down long division box. And then you line up other numbers inside of the box. What are these other numbers? Where are they from? Right, they're actually right there in the problem. Sorry, mine is so tiny, but when I look at this problem, the leading coefficient is -1. And then after that is a 4. And then after that, we're missing 0x. So there's a 0. And then after that is a 9. Those numbers go in the box without the x's. So we're just writing a lot less. We're not writing all the variables. From there, you bring down the first number. So that -1 gets brought down to underneath the box. And then This 3 on the outside is like the star of the problem. Every number down here gets multiplied by the 3. So that gets multiplied. -1 times 3 is -3. It goes here, and then you add down. You get 1, multiply it by 3, put it in the next space, add down. Multiply it by 3, put it in the next space, add down, and then you're done. The last number is the remainder. So once you get the hang of it, it's like a zipper. It goes really quickly. Let's try one. Go to the gray box on the next page. Alright, we're going to do these the shortcut way, synthetic way. Solve the divisor. Ready, Peyton? No? Okay. Serious, you're going to want to go shortcut. That's a weird.
What's that again?
I'm doing a shortcut on page 35. It's pretty cool. It takes 2 or 3 to really get it, but that's why I'm saying check it now so you can get it in 2 or 3 rounds. Alright, the 2 I just found was outside the box. Along the top, here's all of the other numbers in the problem. What numbers are in our problem? We got a 1 right here. We got a -3. We got a -7 and a 6. Those are the numbers that go in the problem. Alright, I'm going to start. I bring the first number down. I multiply 1 times 2, and I put that result in the box. And then I add. -3 plus 2 is -1. Multiply again. -1 times 2 is -2. Add. And done. -9 times 2 is -18. Add. -12 is the remainder. So, it really is a lot quicker than this. But we have to write our answer. So I want to remind you, when we're dividing, we're breaking down the degrees. So our answer is 1 degree lower than what we started with. So like this was 1x to the third. So my answer down here is just one less exponent. It's going to be 1x squared minus 1x minus 9 plus a -12 over x minus 2. That's the answer. So we're going to try letter B now. When you're ready, I'll wait. So I'm going to start by solving equals -3, if that's the main number in the problem, I'm going to write that -3 outside upside down for the box. And then along the top. Who can say what's going to go along the top? Nice, you guys. It's the numbers in the problem. Very good. There is missing a 0 squared here. So I'm going to put a 0 in for x squared. So the 0 thing is still important in this process. Okay, here we go. I just write the 2. The 2 goes down. Okay. Can you finish it right there? What's that? Finish the problem. What do we do next after you put the 2 down? And then what? Uh-huh. And then what? Okay. And then what? And then what? And then what? You know how to write the answer?
2x squared minus 6x plus 2.
There's no remainder. Yeah, good job. I love the shortcut. As a warning, heads up, by the end of the chapter, you are going to be required to go again. You have to solve this. So, in just a few sections, we'll be solving polynomials, and we'll say, okay, now either factor or solve this. If this can't factor, you'll use the quadratic formula to finish it. Okay? So, this is just like a little mini step in a whole full solving problem. You guys want to do one more before we check yesterday's? Let's do one more. Let's go to number 9 and do one more. Number 9 on page 336. I think that once you get good at synthetic division, it's like 4 times quicker than long division. It's significant. All right, this one is already solved because it says equal. So we'll put the regular 2 out there. All right, Jada, what goes along the top there? What? Yeah.
5, 0, 2, 0, -20, and -6.
It's a long one. So this one would take a long time. All right, bring down the 5. Multiply. Add. Multiply. Add. Just got a question about any of the numbers that came out. So, in the future, we would keep going. We would solve the next bit. Keep going until the next bit. All right, when you're ready, go to yesterday's assignment, and we'll look at the long division you did yesterday: 6, 7, 8, 17, 19, 18, 20. learning to get credit.